Hello! Hello and welcome back again to Belmont Bunch ASMR. Tonight, the Islanders lose in a shootout to the Boston Bruins 4-3. I am going to be very positive because I really liked the effort. Some of the things that have been frustrating me throughout the season so far are still there. Um, you know, Sometimes we just shut down on the power play and give up a goal. Third shorthanded goal of the year that we've allowed. Sometimes the team will look super engaged and then commit a stupid penalty, give up a goal, and then kind of let that distract them for a bit. Isles, amazing forecheck tonight for the most part, especially in the first 5 minutes, and that came to an end with a Zach Parise goaltender interference call, and that led to a goal almost immediately. And Boston scored 19 seconds later. Jake DeBrusk on both of them. And it was not looking good. Boston has not lost at home in regulation so far. First 7 minutes, 5 great minutes, and then feels like the game is already over, but it leads me into positivity, which is this team is capable of scoring to get back into games, unlike the last couple of years. Still pretty worried about the lack of defensive responsibility. That's mostly that. That's most of the complaint I have with this team so far. Varley, good job shaking off, a rough start. It wasn't really his fault, but to get himself back in the game, not easy after giving up 2 goals in 19 seconds. So I thought he did pretty well there. Who else? Dobson. Dobson continues to just pepper the net and get rewarded for it. Banking one in off of Josh Bailey, who gets credit for that one. We'll get back to Josh Bailey on the not so positive side. The lines were in a blender tonight and seemed to do all right. I didn't notice Fashing as much tonight. He played on the fourth line for the most part. Clutterbuck moved up. Thought he was fine. I thought Martin skated well. I think he's been skating well this year. That fourth line has had a little bit more jump with Fashing on it. So, good for him. Good for the kid. Although he's not really a kid. Who else was good? I've already made some big stops. I know I already talked about him, but he made some big stops in the third and in overtime, especially in overtime. Mayfield, I thought, was fine tonight. Though he wasn't great tonight, I'm going to start to give credit to Sebastian Aho for going from a seventh defenseman to a playable guy every night. The Isles also don't look like they've missed too much of a step without Pelech the last few games. They've covered pretty well for his absence. And Barzy continues to be, what you would expect. He takes a lot of chances. He's going to have bad giveaways. But he's also going to create a lot of offense. And he had a 2-on-1 with Aho tonight that I thought was going to be the winner. Went under Barzal's skate or stick. Overtime wasn't fantastic, but the Isles were at least smart on the puck. Didn't really gift possession away. The Bruins just took more advantage of their chances in overtime, even though Varley shut the door. The shootout, Barzy looked, great goal by Barzy. Unfortunate luck for Nelson, and I'm glad Nelson shot because that's his main asset. So at least those two guys used, Barzy with his hands and Nelson with his shot, used their assets. The Bruins, just some really good shots. DeBrusk was obviously feeling it tonight. Scores on his. Pasta's pasta. I don't think anybody likes going to Bailey there at 3. Look, it's been back and forth in my life with Josh Bailey in terms of thinking he's good, thinking he's bad. And I think we're coming to the end here of him being a playable NHL guy. I think we've been going in that direction for 2 years. Some would argue his whole career. I wouldn't. But yeah, just no plan, as the Isles guys would say. No plan on that shot. Really, just not a good effort, especially with the game on your stick, trying to save the game. Not good. Not great. Don't love that. Maybe get Wally involved in the next shootout. Zach Parise. Zach Parise continues to look like a man possessed. He and Pageau are the mini Bash brothers, and they fit each other very well. And I like that line a lot. And I'm going to take solace in getting a point tonight against an incredible Boston team. Score 3 times on what is to this point the Vezina leading candidate in Linus Ullmark. So a lot of good stuff to take out of tonight, despite the loss. Just hope that they continue it on this road trip because this is a challenging one. But this is a good start. So, a little bit more reserved tonight, a little more optimistic. Hopefully we'll keep it that way. Okay. All right.